We're here with another edition of Conversations and Connections. This is the official podcast for the Family Crisis Center of East Texas. I'm Stuart Burson. I'm the prevention coordinator for the agency, and today we're going to take a trip over to the Safe House and talk to Veronica Sessions, who is the kitchen manager.
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good.
Good. I appreciate you. Okay, so a little inside information here. There was a slight mix-up on when we were supposed to record. Veronica thought 3 o'clock, but
Yes.
It was a little earlier than that, so I went back there, and you was just about to prepare meatballs.
Yes, I'm making some turkey stuffed meatballs with mozzarella.
Ooh, okay.
Yes.
Well, we're going to talk about what your duties are and what you do and what it's like to cook for all the folks that we have over there at the Safe House. So, first of all, let's it's going to, at least around here, Veronica is affectionately also known as Rocky.
Yes, I'm Rocky.
Are you Rocky anywhere else besides at work?
Oh, no, everywhere. That's my given nickname from since I was probably 3 years old.
So how did that come about?
I have a cousin who stuttered real bad when we were children, and he could not say Veronica. He said Rockina. And so therefore,
Isn't that something?
I'm Rocky.
Isn't that
Had
something?
nothing to do with Rocky Balboa.
Well, when I hear, I'm from a different generation, I guess. When I hear Rocky, I think of
Rocky and Bullwinkle.
Rocky and Bullwinkle.
Yes. So, no, not Rocky and Bullwinkle.
All right. So, tell me, just what are your duties, or what are the duties of the kitchen manager?
Okay, the kitchen manager, you have to prepare a menu, a 7-day menu, 3 meals. You have to make a grocery list once you prepare this menu. You need to know exactly what is in each recipe. Every detail from the meat and the seasonings and what it takes to put all this together. And then you have to go buy the groceries. Fun. Okay, so sometimes I come out of there with 3 buggy loads of groceries.
So how much is the grocery bill usually?
It can run from anywhere from like $300 to $700 a week, because if we have a house full of people, it takes a lot of money to buy all that. It really does. So, I mean, that's why we stressed yesterday about the giving of the donations. We use a lot of money to feed everybody. So
Right.
And then after I get the menu and the grocery list prepared, then I do this, what I call the explanation of menu, which I created back when I was a crisis worker, having to do this because the crisis workers had to cook and prepare all the foods and everything.
Okay.
And I wasn't working Monday through Friday at that time. So I would prepare this thing called the explanation of menu, where it tells you in detail what you're to make for breakfast, what you're to make for lunch, and what you're to make for dinner, as well as what all goes with it. And then if there's specifics, then I would write down how to make something, because not everybody knows how to cook. And not everybody cooks the same way. When this is the groceries that I bought for this specific recipe, so this needs to go in this recipe.
You can't wing it.
No, you can't wing it. Because if I got to have some Velveeta cheese for Monday and you've used it on Sunday,
right?
We're messed up.
Yeah,
so.
That's a good point. So what is it like to be responsible for feeding all the residents in the Safe House?
It feels like that I am prepping for a family reunion every day, especially if we have a lot of people. But even, if we only have 20, 30 people, that's still a lot of people in one house to feed. And so when you have to fix some green beans, so how many cans of green beans would you open up? Okay. Do you have any idea how many cans? What would you say?
I'm not going to even begin to guess.
Okay,
I'm horrible at those
okay,
things.
so if you and one other person was to open
For
up,
30 people, so you say for
30 people.
30 people,
how many people can eat out of one can of green beans?
maybe 2.
Okay, so if you have 30 people, how many cans of green beans you gonna need?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, see,
I got you,
it's a lot of math
sure
to do
sure.
these things. Okay, so it also makes me feel like I remember as a child going to my grandmother's house, and she was one of those ladies that would always be cooking something for everybody in the community. And everybody would come over to her house after they get off work and get a slice of pizza or some of her Mexican chicken casserole or whatever,
Yeah.
you know. They knew she was going to be cooking something. So I would go over there during the summer and help her prep this food. And I learned a lot of the stuff that I cook up here
Yeah.
from her.
Well, I can say it was, maybe about 2 weeks ago, you brought over to the administration part of the building some, was it some banana bread?
Oh, yes.
Oh,
banana
man.
bread.
That was awesome.
Do you like that?
It was great.
Wonderful, wonderful. Actually, that is my mother's recipe.
It was really good.
It is very good. That's one of the main things I do like that my mother cooks is her
Yeah.
banana bread.
Yeah,
So,
it was awesome.
thank you.
So feeding a lot of people like that, when we have new clients, and I'm just wondering, because I have no idea, because you got to cook for these people. I'm assuming you would have to be aware of any
Allergies.
allergies that they may have to certain foods.
Yes, that's one of the things I ask all the clients when they first come in, when I introduce myself to them. And then I ask them, do they have any food allergies? Sometimes there's allergies to onions and
Peanuts,
milk,
maybe.
peanuts,
Yeah.
Cheese.
Yeah, I guess if someone's like lactose
intolerant,
Yeah.
and that's one of the things that I consider when I'm making my menus.
Mm-hmm.
And then you also have your ones that, for religious reasons, don't eat pork.
Okay.
So I have to consider that as well.
Or maybe they will only eat fish on Fridays.
I haven't had that. I have not
You
come
haven't had
across
that?
that.
Oh, okay.
The only religious thing I've come across is the pork.
The pork. Okay.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
and I accommodate.
Sure.
I don't
Sure.
want to cause them to
Yeah. No, of course not.
to
Right.
feel bad about or go hungry.
Right.
So-
Right. Okay. Awesome. So with us being a nonprofit, I know we kind of talked about this a little earlier before we started recording about certain guidelines you have to follow. And I know we're not a restaurant, but I'm sure you have to abide by a health
Oh,
codes.
yes. We all have to
like
have-
if we were a restaurant.
Everybody back there has their food handler's certificate,
Mm-hmm.
and we have to follow the health guidelines for as far as temperature checking, checking the freezer and refrigerator temperatures. We have to make sure that everything is stocked properly in
Yeah.
the refrigerators and everything. And then
And I would say, if anybody takes a look at our kitchen, it's very borderline industrial,
Yes.
commercial. It's a commercial kitchen almost,
it's a
like you'd see at a
wonderful
restaurant.
kitchen. It's a wonderful kitchen
Yeah.
though, to have.
Yeah,
It is. It's
great.
huge.
right. Nice big walk-in freezer, walk-in fridge,
Mm-hmm.
and man, I don't know how many burners that stove.
Well, it's got 6 burners,
Oh,
and then
okay.
we have our grill that I
Okay.
can cook fajitas on and then whatever. So
Awesome. That's great. So, how do you come up with the menu? You said you plan the menu ahead of time.
Mm-hmm.
What makes you decide, okay, we're going to have
okay,
meatballs tonight? Is it just something that, okay, this is what we're going to do? Or do you get input from the residents?
bunch of different factors that I use. One of them is, so I go on HEB, that's where I shop,
Okay.
and I'll look at their sale paper, see what meats they have on sale, especially if I don't have a lot of meats left in the refrigerator or the freezer from donations. I'll have to start buying meat again. So I'll use what they have on sale. Then I've got years worth of recipes in a folder that I use, and I'll flip through them and see what I feel like cooking. And, and if it's a holiday, that determines, whatever. Because see, like next week is Cinco de Mayo. So I will fix something for that particular day to put on on the menu.
Okay.
Then also staff cook on the weekends, and I ask them usually, what do you feel like cooking, on your day? Or I also get emails from Brookshire Brothers and HEB and other recipe websites, and they'll send me emails of different things. And if I see something that's, I'd like to try to cook that and see if I can make that, I'll try something different.
So, of course, I guess you have to make adjustments because you probably have to triple a recipe, quadruple a recipe.
Sometimes I do have to quadruple the recipe. The banana bread recipe, instead of, I think I don't even know what the word is for it, but it was 8 times the recipe.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's because we had a massive amount of bananas that had
to be used.
And so I made 8 times the banana bread that day, and the next day I made a massive banana pudding. So, and then I threw the rest of the bananas away. So.
Yeah, I guess after a certain time they can't even be used. They can't even be used to cook with, I guess. So, okay, so correct me if I'm wrong. There used to not be a kitchen manager, right? So, what was the reason behind the agency creating this position to have a kitchen manager?
I'm sure it had something to do with grants, but the fact that there was a kitchen manager, in my own personal opinion, like I said, I used to be a crisis worker. Okay. When I first come to work here, there was 4 crisis workers and 1 floater. Okay. We did the cooking. We even did some of the cleaning. We did transportation. We did a lot of things that have been positions created for, like we have now 2 transportation specialists. And at that same time is when they created the kitchen manager position. And so my boss come to me and asked me would I like that position. Because I had already been doing crisis worker position for 6.5 years, working till midnight, and I'm getting too old to be being up at midnight. So I was like, absolutely, please. Yes, I would love it. Absolutely love it. So
Awesome.
I said, and I love to cook, you know, and I had already taken on the preparations of the menu and stuff anyways by that time. I was already doing it. And so that just gave me more time to focus more on that than still, you know, the crisis worker stuff and that. Because it was a mess.
So, you know, earlier we talked about the grocery bill. But we do receive donations for food. And I think that's important for folks to know that if people want to give to an organization like the Family Crisis Center, as far as monetary donations, you know, we do have a grocery bill. And so any donations or even food donations or...
Yes, we get donations from very different avenues. We get donations from individuals. We get donations from food drives. We get donations from weddings and family reunions that have excess food left over that they had from what they had catered to them.
Right.
You know, they have some that hadn't been touched and they're like, hey, we got all this food left over. Would y'all like some? Absolutely, you know, so I don't have to cook tonight, you know. But, and then sometimes we get food from organizations such, even Tyson's, they'll send us a load of chicken, or we get, just varies in different many ways.
Sure. Do you ever ask or are residents required to help out and kind of do their fair share in the kitchen, or do residents help out?
As far as cooking, they do not have to. I always ask them if they want to come up with an idea of a day to cook. If they like to cook, and if they would want to cook one day, let me know ahead of time when I'm about to prepare the menu. I will put your name down, and you tell me what all you need so I can put it on the grocery list.
Or do they even help you
prep?
Cut up? Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Prep,
yes.
chop up stuff. Or
just to get in there and have something to do.
Yeah.
You know, they
Sure.
They love to cook. Some of them do. Some of them don't even know how to boil water. But I love to teach them.
Yeah.
You know, if you want to learn how to cook something, come on in there, and
that's neat.
We'll fellowship and have a good time and learn how to cut up an onion.
That's great.
Yes.
So what is it? I can honestly say that it really looks like you really enjoy what you do.
I do.
What is it that you enjoy most about your job here? What do you get out of it?
I love the fellowship. I love to teach. I love helping these women get past what they've just got out of. I am a survivor myself, and food can be a comfort. Preparing food gets your mind off of what you just went through.
Sure.
You know, and just being there and to answer any questions that they might have, sharing a little bit about my story. Some people just don't realize who all has been in the same situation that they've been in.
Exactly.
And a lot of the clients are my age and younger, and they are my kids' age. And I feel like that I have gone through enough in my life that I'm able to help them.
Okay.
A lot of them I can.
Yeah.
And I just like having that opportunity to have a more comfortable setting. You know, you're not at a desk, you're not in an office, you're in a kitchen, and everybody likes to mess with food in some way.
Yeah,
So
sure.
It's just a different environment. It's a different way to reach them.
So the last thing I want to ask you,
Okay.
what's your favorite thing to cook?
My favorite thing to cook?
Yeah. Do you have like a favorite thing that you just love to cook, or a favorite recipe, or your favorite thing that you just really enjoy doing?
I think it would have to be a specific meal, and that is the turkey and dressing, broccoli and cheese casserole, green bean casserole, you know, your typical
Thanksgiving
holiday meal.
holiday stuff, right?
That's my favorite. Now, each individual recipe, it just depends on the people that are in there at the time. My Spanish rice, they absolutely love. And I've even had some of the Hispanic ladies tell me, I like your rice better than I do mine. But I tell them all, it's not that mine's any better. It's just different.
It's just different. Yeah.
And I love to cook, and it's all made with love.
Oh, that's awesome. All right. Veronica, thank you for coming in.
Letting me be here.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
Veronica Sessions, again, she is our kitchen manager for our safe house here at the agency. And if you have any questions or comments about what we've discussed today, you can email us. Our email address is conversationsandconnections@fccet.com. And also, if you feel like you need our services, I do always want to share our 24-hour-a-day, 7-day-a-week hotline. And that number is 1-800-828-7233. That's 1-800-828-7233. And don't forget, be the voice, if not for you, for someone else.